Hello, this is a video to demonstrate how to share the shipping or webbing cost across the different landing costs of each product item. So first thing you need to do is to make sure that the feature is enabled. So the feature, the way I implemented it, you can enable and disable it from the system settings. So from the system settings, you come to the transfer module aspect of it. Then from here, you can either enable or disable it. So it's already enabled. So I'll be using a single product to demonstrate this so that we'll see how it's shared those they share the shipping or load, shipping or way bill cost to the item being transferred. So here we'll just choose one item. Okay, let's do with button. So we can see in store one we have 100 pieces of this button, and the average cost in store one is this store one is a different location. Yeah, this could be maybe Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Uyo, but landing cost here for average landing cost for this product in this store one is 23 naira. So we will transfer from this store one to any other store, then add the waybill or shipping cost to it and see how the system will add that to the landed cost of that product or the average cost of that item in that location that is being transferred to. So we'll go straight to the transfer module. So from the transfer module, click on add transfer. So we are transferring from store one, let's say from store one to shopping mall. These are two different locations. So we select button. Let's say we have button now, and we are transferring, let's say, 10 pieces of this button. And in order to have a simple calculation, let's also say that the web view cost is 10 naira. So from the rough calculation of this, you see that let's say each of the items should be getting 1 naira from the web view cost. So we have the quantity to be 10, and we have the web view cost or the shipping cost to be 10 naira. So from the rough calculation is that each of the items should be getting 1 naira at least. So making it, since the landing cost already here is 23 naira, so we're expecting to see that by the time this item is transferred to shopping mall, the average cost in shopping mall, which the system will also use in calculating profit and loss for that particular location, should be 24 naira. So let's complete this transfer and see how it comes out. So I'll just select transfer completed. You can also see from here that you have a column that shows you the shipping cost that you have entered there, and the subtotal amount, and also the total amount of all the items being transferred from this store one to shopping mall. You can have as many items as you want and also share the shipping cost or webbing cost across it the way you want. Okay, so I'll just submit this and we'll have a look. If we view the modal, from the modal to you also see the shipping cost here. If we didn't enable that feature from the system settings, this column will not be showing. So let's go back to our products list and have a look at what we transferred is now. Okay, you can see that this is the time we transferred, and the landing cost here is 24 naira. So the system actually shared this across the item that being transferred to a new location. So when you're making sale for this particular product from this location, the system uses this average cost as the cost of the items from this location. And when it's also calculating the profit, it says this as the COG, that's the cost of sale of the item being sold from this location. All right, that will be it. I've also made other changes to the system, and there's a few more features. Our time will not permit me to explain this, but okay, let me just try and go ahead and explain this. So this is let me start it from this system settings. You also set this from the system settings. I called it payment gateway charge. is one of the clients that requested for this, and I just have to also integrate it on the bulk of the application as well. What this is, I think the challenge he was having is that some of the pay points that he's using, that for instance, those payment gateway like OPay, and some of them they have a charge attached to those payment that he uses them to collect. So most of the time, what he was doing initially is that he created the charge as a service on the system. So that when he adds the product, he'll add that as a product, but it was kind of causing conflict between him and the customer. So he wanted a scenario where the system will dynamically on its own allocates the charge to different price items based on the price item. So the system does dynamically does this by sharing whatever the charge the gateway provider, the payment gateway provider charges across the price of each of the item that is being sold to that customer. So the customer will just be seeing it as price of this item. I would demonstrate a bit of that. So where do you enable that? It's also from this. I call it the payment gateway charge module. So if you want to enable this, if you want to apply it, you say yes. And once you say yes, it has two options. So the two options is either you are doing it as a flat fee or percentage fee or rate. So whichever one you're doing, if a fixed charge per item that does not vary based on total amount. So if you say, for instance, it is 10 naira, even if the person is buying 1 million naira worth of goods, the charge is just 10 naira. But if you say it's percentage, the percentage would be like, for instance, I think an instance that he gave me, that's one of the pay points, either money point or OPay or any of them, that they charge 5 naira on every 1,000 naira. So that's a percentage. So you have to, for instance, here I demonstrated it with the charge 10 naira on every 1,000 naira. So the system will work out the percentage rate here, which is 0.1%. So once you have set it this way, if you come to product list, the system will give you the actual price of this product and also the price when the system has dynamically assigned what the payment gateway fee on top of the price, what it will be like. So if you don't want this, you can always have it disabled from the system settings. But when you're adding your prices now, let me use the pause module to demonstrate this. So when you're adding, let's say, for instance, you're adding, let's say, okay, this. So the normal price is 800, but the system has added 808 naira. And that is what the customer will also see in their receipt and from their own customer screen. So if I open the customer screen, so see what this is what the customer will be seeing, and that way it solves the issue of having to add it at a different product item. So this is just one of them, and other changes I've made to optimize the system, make it faster, fix some minor bug, quite a number of improvements on the system. All right, so that will be it. Thank you so much. Bye for now.